Hey there, my name is Nikki. I'm your creative conductor here. Thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome. But please make sure you like and subscribe and leave me a comment. And if you're enjoying this video at any particular time, make sure you give it a thumbs up. So we're talking about glow words. Glow words. Like if you're making graphics and you're using them for any type of publication, whether it be Halloween, Christmas, a birthday party, or it's a special occasion, you need the main focus of a word to stand out, right? So we need to call it a glow word. We need to make it pop out. Shadowing used to be very big in Canva. So now that they have these effect letters, I'm going to show you how to make these words glow. Come on, let's go to the decorative lounge. All right, welcome back to the decorative lounge. Okay, so this is a picture of the art museum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if you're not familiar. Yes, Rocky ran these steps, and I currently have the pleasure of living here. This particular day that I took this picture, I had just walked over 20,000 steps. So it was a victorious day for me. So let's get into these glow words. So you're gonna need to make 2 text boxes, okay? Separate them. The reason why you'll see as we go through the tutorial, but I also make sure that my text box has a little bit of extra space on either side. So our word today is going to be victory. Let me clear this out. And I like to put them in all caps just for explanation purposes of, of how the glow words really work. All right, so now we have our 2 texts, same exact text, same exact size. All right, so we're going to go and play with the effects button, okay? With the first one, we're going to use it and we're going to make it a neon word, okay? So the neon, of course, automatically illuminates it on its own. What you want to do is make sure it's the right size that you want. I like bigger the better. So I did the 144. Usually I'm a 220 kind of girl. But for this tutorial, we did 144. So we want to make sure both of them have the same exact lettering or it won't work quite like you need it to. Okay. So we want to play here with the amount of brightness you have. You can do it. The higher the number, the brighter it is. The lower the number, the duller it is. So that's what you see going on here. And we're going to add a little color to our world. We're going for pink and pinkish red. So just so you can see the difference. So the higher you see, it's less of the red. The lower it gets brighter. It's like a solid now. Okay. So we're going to play with that happy sweet spot in the middle. So this is what the glow words would start to look like with those 2 fonts. Okay. But we're going to play a little more. Go back to our effects words. Work on that top one to get it where we want. Not quite right. Let's see. So you keep playing with it until you get it pretty much when you have what you're looking for. All right, so of course you can treat it like shadowing when it's at this level, but we're going to hype it up a little bit more, and you'll see what we do with the second row of text in just a minute. Yeah, that looks good right there. All right, so let's work on that second word. Let's make it a shadow. Now, you got to go through some things with the shadow, and you can also see where it's shadowed for you. When Canva at one point you had to layer it so you can shadow, but now they give us the option. Now what you want to do is you want to look at that offset. The offset takes it away from the actual word. The higher the number, the more away it comes. Okay. And so then we're looking at the direction. You can have the direction of the words in the back. You want to make sure you have it where you want it. You know, sometimes to the left is not bad. All right. Then we work with the blurry. Blurry is basically just like it is. How focused it is in the back is only for the back word. The shadow word in the back. It has nothing to do with the one in the front. Just so that you're aware. You can see the difference. See? All right. So we play with it to where we want. I like mine a little shadowy, a little in between. And for the transparency, this is what you don't want it to be 0 because that defeats the purpose. So you want to give it a little bit of depth and a little, roll love on it. So here's the fun part. You get to do some colors. You can choose any color you want, but just know the color mainly goes to the back when you're playing inside the effects area. When it's outside the effects area, just the top, you get a chance to change it with the color wheel. So you see a little bit of like a yellow and the red and the white, but let's play around some more. So this is what I'm talking about. When you play with the outside, you play with the outside word from the top. And when you're trying to change that color in the back, you want to go back under effects. So remember, if you're changing the first word under shadows and you need to change that top color of the shadow, you go in the color wheel. That's where you get from the main page. If you want to change the color in the back of the shadowed word, you go under effects. Okay, so I know you're wondering, Nick, that looks great in plain text, but what if it gets fancy and you want to try some stuff, right? I got you. All right, so now we're going to change the font. I like it a little fancy. This is called the Yesa one. Never say it right, but you get the concept. You can do the same thing. See, change around with the colors. Let's try a different one, just to prove my theory. Now imagine using these for book titles. Imagine using this for banners or t-shirts you want to make. Glow in the dark running, things like that. Glow in the dark birthday party. You can make these labels with just using Canva. So look at all the things you can do, the different fonts. Why not take advantage of it? Right? All right, let's change some stuff up. I'm gonna change these photos real quick. All right, like a little black leather in your life, right? All right, so the black is so that you could really see it pop if you didn't. So I'm going to challenge myself, and I did it with a sentence. I know you asked great questions because you were wondering. I know you were. I was wondering too. So I said, I'm gonna put you out of your misery, and we're going to do creative space rented here. So that's that one. Same situation applies. Find the size of the text that you want. Of course, I didn't highlight everything, so I can highlight the whole text. Put this in size. And you want to do what, people? You want to duplicate it. Once we move it over. Nope. Let me see. Let me duplicate this first. You can kind of throw it off to the side because you won't need it right away if it's something with a large text. So again, you want to do the neon first. Remember, the color wheel takes care of the color in the front. So we're going to, use it that way until we figure out exactly what it is we want and how we do it. Let's change the font. Let's change the font. This is what happens when you have a font that already has a shade or a shadow in it. So this is the Bungee shade. See how it's already pronounced with the shadow and everything else like that? But this is what you get to see when both sets of text have that and you're able to see it. Let's work on this. So you see that? That looks like something that we're going to create, but ours is going to be bolder and you'll get a chance to see that. All right, let's see. Let's play around and the intensity. The higher the number, the lighter it got. Slowly sharp, or some people like the word crisp. I'm not a big word of crisp, but anywho, that's what that is. So now we're working on the second word. Remember, the second word goes under shadow. Oops, forgot to change this font here. Like to be uniform, eh? All right, so this is what it's going to look like. It doesn't look like much of a change, but it is. Let me show you. Hold on. It's a little bit darker. It's a little bit bolder and longer. It just doesn't seem like it. So let me change the color. Change it to a green. Yeah, a yellow, excuse me. So you can see it better. And you can see a little bit more depth in the dimensions of it. Like you can also see the purple in the back as well as it pronounced inside. It's really like a shadow. The purple came through and the yellow became the background. See it? See the difference? Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm so stinking hype. I can't wait to create more things with this here. So remember, inside of the effects color, when you pick a color, it's behind. We're going to play with the direction a little bit more and the offset. You want to make sure you can, play around with it to your liking. Can you see how it went a little bit longer? Once you change the direction, it looks like another dimension. Oh my God, I can't wait to create some more. You ready? I don't know about y'all, but I'm hyped. Oh my God. I don't know about you, but I was hyped building those words. The fact that I could see t-shirts being made, the fact that you can just start putting them on some of your merchandise, yo, pointless. You got to do it. You got to do it. If you don't understand it, rewind it back, try it again. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows you like this content. All right, guys, I will definitely see you at the next video. My name is Nikki, and I'm your creative conductor. Until next time.